Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are fit and fine. So dear students, after revision of poem 1, My Mother at 66 by Kamla Das, today we are going to revise poem 2, An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum. So before moving ahead, let us go through about the poet. An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum, written by Stephen Spender. Stephen Spender pioneered a poetic movement in the 1930s. As a poet, he was sensitive and alive to the contemporary social and political problems. The poem An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum is perhaps the best example of Stephen's political voice resonating throughout a poem. Written during the time of the civil rights movement in the United States, this poem is a fitting both in the contemporary about race issues in American education and as a socialist proclamation against capitalism and social injustice in general. The poet has done away with regular rhyme to denote social disorder, confusion, and chaos. Theme of the poem: the poet talks about the inequality prevailing in primary education, which has reduced the children of slums to children of a lesser God. Okay, so already line by line explanation of this poem has been done. So let us once again go through the points which we must remember in the poem, what we have discussed in the poem. Once again we are going to recall all the points which we must remember. So dear students, as you all know, the poet described the miserable condition. The poet describes the miserable condition The poet describes the miserable condition of the children in a school located in a slum. In a school located in a slum. So dear students, in this poem, An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum, as line by line explanation already has been done. So we have seen the poet describes the miserable condition of the children in a school located in a slum. What does the poet tell about these children? The poet tells us about their physical and mental growth are stunted. Their physical and mental growth are stunted. Okay, dear students. So in this poem, Stephen Spender tells us about a school. He tells us the condition of a school in a slum, in which the children who are studying in that school, their physical and mental growth are stunted. Okay. Now I'm going to rub it. I hope you have taken the screenshot. Further, the poet tells us that the donations on the walls of the classroom on the walls of the classroom give us a glimpse of prosperity. Give us a glimpse of prosperity. Which is in sharp contrast to their weak, grim, hollow and pathetic lives. Okay, so dear students, the donations on the walls of the classroom give us a glimpse of prosperity, which is in sharp contrast to their weak, grim, hollow and pathetic lives. The children which are studying in that classroom, their future is in dark. Okay, so the donations on the walls of the classroom give us a glimpse of prosperity, which is in contrast on the walls. The people who have given donations, their names are there. So the walls are showing a different picture, which are totally different from those children who are studying in that slum classroom. Okay, the condition of those children is pathetic, but the pictures which are on the wall, they are showing a glimpse of prosperity. Even Shakespeare's bust, even Shakespeare's bust, images of the world maps, images of the world map, buildings with domes or beautiful Tyrolese valley, buildings with domes or beautiful Tyrolese valley or beautiful Tyrolese valley offer any hope for these children. Do not offer any hope for these children, as they are poor, underfed and deprived in every way, as they are poor, underfed and deprived in every way. So dear students, even Shakespeare's bust images of the world maps, buildings with domes or beautiful Tyrolese valley do not offer any hope for these children, as they are poor, underfed and deprived in every way. They are deprived from these things which are there on the wall, as it is the picture of Shakespeare, picture of Tyrolese valley. Okay, so even they are not receiving the basic facilities there in that classroom in the slum. Their condition is too bad. And picture of Shakespeare's and images, picture of image of Shakespeare and image of world map, buildings and domes and beautiful Tyrolese valley, these have been painted on the wall, which is just opposite to the condition of that children. It's a contrast between what was painted on the wall and condition of the children who are sitting in those classrooms. Okay, so even Shakespeare's bust images of world maps, buildings with domes or beautiful Tyrolese valley do not offer any hope for these children, as they are poor, underfed and deprived in every way. Okay, so I hope you have taken the screenshot. I'm going to rub it. The poet wants improvement in the quality of lives, improvement in the quality of lives of slum children, of lives of slum children. The poet wants to improve the quality of lives of wants improvement in the quality of the lives of slum children. Okay, in this poem, so that is why he requests to politicians and other other eminent person who are just dominating this world to come forward and join their hands together and help these children to come out of such condition. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to rub it. what does the poet say? The poet says that the politicians, the powerful people, they must come forward, and these children, they must do something for the farewell of these children. So what does the poet wants them to do for these children? They must be provided quality education. So these children must be provided quality education. These children must be provided quality education so that they can make use of the opportunities. So that they can make use of opportunity. So that they can make use of opportunity. The word offers. They can make use of opportunities. The word offer. The word offers. But this cannot be achieved unless the inspector or the policy maker makes serious efforts towards this, and it is not possible without inspectors and policy makers. Further, the poet says that, but this cannot be achieved. This cannot be achieved unless the inspectors and other policy makers make serious efforts towards this end. Dear students, further the poet says that they must be provided quality education so that they can make use of opportunities the world offers. But this cannot be achieved unless the inspectors and other policy makers make serious efforts towards this end. Okay? So until they don't take step, it is not possible to take out them from this world. Okay? So I am going to rub it now. Further, catacombs symbolize darkness. Catacombs symbolize darkness illiteracy which surrounds and illiteracy which surrounds the children these children but proper education will enlighten their lives, but they need proper education which will enlighten their lives. So, catacombs symbolize darkness and illiteracy which surrounds these children, but proper education will enlighten their lives. So, they need proper education which can enlighten their life, which can take them out from this darkness. Only education, only a quality education can help them to come out from this darkness. Okay. So, catacombs symbolize darkness and illiteracy which surrounds these children, but proper education will enlighten their lives. Further, what does the poet say? Further, the poet says, the map is a bad example. The map is a bad example as it tempts them, as it tempts them to aspire for the world, which is unreachable for them, which is unreachable for them. So dear students, the map which was showing Tyrolese Valley, which was showing rich world, which was showing beautiful world, it was a bad example. It is a bad example for these children because this map tempts them, attracts them to steal. Okay, so aspire for the world which is unreachable for the children. So I hope you have taken the screenshot. I am going to rub it. Further, the poet says that they look like captives. They look like captives within the dirty walls of the classroom. Within the dirty walls of the classroom. Within the dirty of the classroom, they look like captives. However, their real world is outside of windows. However, their real world is outside of the windows. Is outside of the windows of these classrooms. And they need an exposure to the outside world, and they need an exposure to the outside world. Okay, so dear students, they look like captives. Sorry, it is deep. Captives within the dirty walls of the classroom. However, their real world is outside of the windows of these classrooms in which they are packed, in which they are studying, and they need an exposure to the outside world. In the long run, these children will be able to reap the benefits and rewrite the history. Reap the benefits and rewrite the history of power with development and prosperity. Of power with development and prosperity. So dear students, in the long run, these children will be able to reap the benefits and rewrite the history of power with development and prosperity. Okay, so it's all about today's class, dear students. In the next class also we will be continuing with this poem. We will discuss the poetic devices used this poem, and also through PPT we will be discussing more about this poem in the next class too. So thank you students for watching this video. See you tomorrow.